Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? Welcome back. So we're back here with a first time reaction to the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. All right, I've heard their name twice on the channel now, man. One of those being with of course, Sammy Davis Jr. I did a reaction to Sammy Davis Jr. doing Mr. Bojangles, and people said, yo, this version was cool, this version was great. But their first time hearing the song was with the Nitty Gritty Band, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and some saying, hey, their version is actually even better. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to compare them on a competitive stage, but I just gotta say, Sammy Davis Jr. killed it, man. He was such a brilliant performer. He did such good with the song. I love what he did, but I'm excited to check out their version as well, right here with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. I gotta see, there was a member I reacted to on this channel. Well, I don't know. I see Jackson Brown was with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band for just a few months period, but I don't think he was with them when they did this version. So we'll see if we can find out anything more about that after the reaction. It doesn't come to mind. It was a few days ago now that I reacted to whatever that was that reminded me of the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. But we'll go ahead and jump into this one right now with Mr. Bojangles. Man, check out this version. Excited to hear it, guys. Let's go ahead and make sure we got it turned up and jump into this one, man. Here we go.
I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you in worn-out shoes, silver hair and ragged shirt and baggy pants, the old soft shoe.
That plucking.
He jumped so high, jumped so high, and then he lightly touched down. Met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. It looked to me to be the eyes of age as the smoke ran out.
This is rich.
He talked of life, talked of life. Laugh clicked his heels and stared. Said his name, Bojangles, and he danced a lick across the cell. He grabbed his pants and feathered stance, whoa, he jumped so high. And then he clicked his heels. He let go a laugh, he let go a laugh.
Wow,
shook back his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles,
love that emotional shift.
Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. He danced for those at minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. He spoke through tears of 15 years, how his dog and him traveled about. The dog up and died, he up and died. After 20 years he still grieves.
Best friend.
He said a dance now at every chance in honky-tonk for drinks and tips, but most of the time I spend behind these county bars, 'cause I drinks a bit. He shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask him, please, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles.
Music fits the emotion so well.
Mr. Bojangles, dance.
They asked him, please, Mr. Bojangles dance, man. Through his grieving, right, through his heartache, man, he's still bringing joy to those around him. And this guy, doesn't sound like he's in the best position. Sounds maybe homeless, living through the bottom of a glass, right? But he brings joy to other people. He puts his heart out there. Kind of reminds me of a Robin Williams like personality, right? Where they might be dealing with a lot of struggles and turmoil and things that hurt them in their life, but they still bring tons of joy to other people. They mask it pretty heavily, and all we see on the outside is just somebody who's so entertaining, who we love so much, not knowing really what's under the surface. So right there, that's just the vibes I got, asking Mr. Bojangles, please dance, right? Please do that. And he's up there and he's tap dancing, tapping his heels together while he's performing and just bringing a smile to everybody. But they go on to talk about his dog, how he's still grieving after 20 years. And this is somebody who's definitely experienced some hurt, some pain. It's a deep song. It really is a lyrically deep song, even if you don't see it that way, even if you haven't ever seen it that way. It really is. It contains a very important story about this character, and I like that, man. And I thought they brought the emotions so well. Two great versions with Sammy Davis Jr. and right here with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. This one is so rich in instrumentation, man. This thing was so rich. I loved hearing everything, man. You can hear the bass. That drum is just so pronounced, man. I don't know. It's almost, it doesn't sound like a snare. And I don't know my equipment too well, but that didn't sound like a snare. It had the deep, like a bass kind of drum going on. Fine picking, maybe even some fiddle playing going on in here, man. The music was glorious in this thing. It really was. His voice accompanies the music so well, and the tone of this song. And there's a really, what I was feeling, a shift in tone in his voice between the chorus and the verses. So I liked it all, man. I liked it all. So checking out Mr. Bojangles right here, which we've done before, but we're seeing that it was done by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band right here in 1970. All right, considered country and folk rock, man. Singers, or the songwriter is Jerry Jeff Walker. All right, Mr. Bojangles is a song written and originally recorded by American country music artist Jerry Jeff Walker for his 1968 album of the same title. It has since been re-recorded by other artists, most notably the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. And for a little bit about the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band right here, we've got that since then it has been recorded by many other artists, and we went on to say them. The band's single version begins with the Uncle Charlie interview, subtitled Prologue. Uncle Charlie and his dog Teddy. That also precedes the song on the Uncle Charlie album. It was originally backed with another interview with Uncle Charlie, also taken from the album. When Mr. Bojangles started climbing the charts, the B-side was repressed. Okay, so we didn't get that version here with the prologue, unfortunately. Yeah, so apparently there was another version out there with a little bit of a prologue that I missed out on. Let's see if I can go ahead and hear that real quick. All right, doing it out of order, but doing what we can, man. I want to be able to hear it before I wrap this up.
I was born in Kaufman County, Texas. That is in 11th of September, 1886. Come to California in 1906. I didn't have to go to World War I. I was too old for World War II. One good thing that I've always been proud of, I was the youngest in the family, and the rest was all married, and I've taken good care of my mother and father as long as they lived. There's a feller up here at the post office one day, he's a pet him. I says to him, "That dog, you have no idea how smart he is. I just thought I'd tell you. You ain't telling me nothing. I know all about it." Kids would come here, "We want to hear old Ted sing." In them days, I fooled with him more then. I could just commence this way. "I want you to sing now. Do, do, do. Now I have to take the harp and make a sound before you sing." "Teddy, come here. Come on. Come on out from under there. Here now, sit down. Sit down, Teddy. Now here, I want you to sing. Sing these folks' song. Sing the old rugged cross. Listen, chord with this now. Here. Oh, No, sing. Whoa.
Nice, nice. That's actually a fantastic addition, man. He's got to play his old harmonica for his dog to sing. Me, all I got to do is start feeding my dog, and she starts singing for me. She wasn't much of a talker. Unfortunately, her bigger sister passed away a couple years ago, and then she got social after that. You know, maybe she felt the loneliness of not having her big sister here, and she became a talker herself, man. Now it's funny. She's an older dog. Well, she looks small, but she's older in her age for a dog. And when it's time to feed her, she starts jumping around and barking and gets all excited. And I gotta look at her and say, "Hey, act your age. Act your age. You're acting, you know, she's out here acting like a puppy, going nuts when it's feeding time." I say, "Hey, act your age." I joke around with her, but she's a sweetie, man. She's a sweetie. All right, well, that's what that reminded me of, man. Pretty sweet hearing him talk. Uncle Charlie, they call him, and his dog Teddy, man, just makes me think about my little pups that one that's passed and one that we have, and we got two little cats here still with us, so that's pretty cool. All right, so that's about what we've got right here. A lot of notable recordings coming after the fact. If you guys go on and remember what connected me to the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, the artist that I was thinking of, I don't want to say it was Jackson Brown, but maybe it was. Maybe it was. I can't say for sure. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed rocking with me here today. I thought this was a fantastic version of this song, the original, right? This sounds like the original version right here with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, man. Or sorry, no, this is a cover of Jerry Jeff Walker's. I just read that. It's a cover of Jerry Jeff Walker. So he's the only... So Jerry Jeff Walker, I haven't heard his version yet, but I want to say this was the most well-known, right? It even says most notably the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. So this one is probably the most known version for most viewers on this channel right here, and it was a great version. This was a great version, man. Like I said, I'm not going to compare the two, but give me either one, and I'm going to be satisfied whether you give me Sammy Davis or Nitty Gritty right here, man. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed rocking with me here today. I'm here because of you guys. Y'all pointed me in this direction. Thank you so much, man. Love when that happens, when I'm put onto something amazing to check out. So thank you guys so much for the support and putting that down in the comment sections, man. Let me know what else you guys like to check out, like me to check out, whether it's Nitty Gritty or another group. Just let me know. Thank you so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed rocking with me here today. If you did, please let me know by liking, subscribing, checking out the descriptions down below for the ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation request if you so choose, man. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.